Hello students, Belinda here. This V-clip will provide you with information on how to deliver a negative or bad news letter using an indirect pattern of communication. What can the writer of a bad news message strive to achieve, or what goals in minimizing bad feelings from writing a bad news correspondence? Well, first, to make the reader understand and accept the bad news. Second, to promote and maintain a good image of the writer and the writer's organization or business. Third, to make the message so clear that additional correspondence is not necessary. The last, and often the most important, to avoid legal liability. An indirect pattern method of communication is best used to meet the goals of minimizing bad feelings when writing a bad news correspondence. An indirect pattern follows a four-step process. 1, the buffer. 2, reason or reasons that make a bad news message. And 3, deliver the bad news. 4, the correspondence closing. In the first step, buffer, it's good to pay a compliment, show appreciation for past action, or refer to something mutually understood. It is good to avoid raising false hopes and thanking the receiver for something that you're about to refuse. In the second step, reason or reasons for the bad news, it is good to explain why the request must be denied. Avoid using negative language, such as unfortunately or impossible. It is helpful to show how your decision benefits the receiver or others if that's possible. Step 3, deliver the bad news. Try to soften the bad news by using an example, such as, although we cannot loan our equipment, we wish you well in trying to find another source. It's good to use the passive voice, such as, office equipment cannot be loaned. It is advisable to embed the communication within a long sentence in the third or fourth paragraph. It is always good to suggest an alternative if one exists. And in step 4, in the closing, you can always recommend to supply more information about an alternative if that's applicable. And to look forward to future relations and offer good wishes and compliments.